What's up, y'all? It's Calvin here, and I want to hit you up with a COVID news round. And to start with, we have New Orleans, who has implemented an indoor vaccine mandate for kids 5 and up, and this should have been a no-brainer as soon as they legalized the vaccines for children to start with. So this should be no shock to anyone. But they're also pushing for this in California, and this push is being made by the country's second largest teachers union. And this is coming out of California specifically, which would make it the second largest teachers union in California. And if you remember about the first largest teachers union in California, they are going behind parents' backs and willfully and proudly doing so to push the LGBT ideology. So this is a very, very dangerous 1-2 punch that is going on in California as well as the rest of America. And all of this is taking place after the fact that the US CDC came out with a report stating that 8 heart inflammation cases among young kids who got the COVID-19 shot have taken place. So they know what this can do with kids, but yet they're still pushing it along in New Orleans and California. And this is one of the reasons why so many people are leaving California. All right, moving on. We've got a report coming out from the New York Times that says the world's vaccines likely won't prevent infection from Omicron. But if you actually read the article, which I'm not going to go through, they are still trying to push the same vaccines that don't work. And they're actually speaking ill of countries who are taking non-mRNA vaccines, you know what I'm saying, and trying to encourage them. And like reading the article, like these people are kind of bummed out that it is making the vaccine look bad because the first world countries don't want it. And so like the second and third rate countries, they are going to key from that and then not want them. And so, you know, there's a bunch of researchers and scientists and stuff like that that work for the government that are really, really bummed out by that. So it's very, very crazy, you know what I'm saying, the mind state that these people have. Moving on, we have some citations that are going to be issued out for companies who do not enforce the vaccine mandate, and that is going to start in the 10th of January. All right, so coming up this year, things are going to start rolling downhill because they're going to put pressure on these business owners, and therefore the business owners are going to put pressure on the workers and, you know, hit everybody where it hurts, and that's the pocket. All right, and moving on, and we got a doozy right here coming out of China. They are paying people $1,500 for testing positive for COVID. And like the idea behind this is to get people to come in to be able to get treatment and vaccinated and so on and so forth. And I actually covered the story on my podcast back in May detailing a project that they had called the UCLA project, where they were going around and giving people surveys and asking them how much money it would take for them to take the vaccine. And now we have a example that's taking place for the whole world to take a look at. And please understand that with this situation that's going on in China, all the Western research hubs and stuff like that they got going on, they are looking at this and seeing how it works with the people. And it's not going to be too long before folks in Europe and America, they are going to be getting, you know, a couple of $1,000s to get the shot. And for people to think that's crazy, we got a brother, and it had to be a brother, who took 10 COVID vaccines in one day, but the guy was getting paid for it to take the shots for other people so they could be able to get their passports. And this is what desperate times will put people in. And just imagine if they're giving out, you know, $1,500.
Oh dear, we are in trouble.
You know, like people are gonna knock somebody down to get this shot. You know what I'm saying? And you know how black people is. Somebody put this dude onto it, and there's no telling how many people that he put onto it. And so this is not a one-off situation. This is happening all over the country. And it's just sad. It's just straight up sad. So didn't want to take up too much of your time. Just wanted to put this out real quick to let you know what's going on. And just the power roast.
You gotta let them know, shawty, I-T-Y. Ain't gon' take it no more, shawty, I-T-Y. It's just us against the world, shawty, I-T-Y. We'll be just fine, I-T-Y.